Yes, I am. Thank you.
Alright, 40 plus 1, 40 plus 1. Oh, this is one of the rare occurrences. We don't end up with like barely merged heroes.
Plus ones.
Plus ones are very rare. 48 HP, 58 attack, 20. Also, your name kind of just like hints at more. You know, it's not even my fault, guys. Don't give me flack about it. I'm not shaming the guy. Literally, your name is asking for this. Okay. Anyways, plus attack, 58 attack, 26 speed, 37 defense, 42 res. Zephyr Breath, Pivot, Ice Spur, Distant Counter, Ventral Fighter, Joint Hold Attack, and Attack Defense Bond. Seriously, what is the difference? What did you do?
Joint Hone Attack. Attack Death Bond.
DC and Joint Hone.
Yeah, her base kit is like Sturdy Stance 3 and Go Dragons.
It's Vengeful Fighter, right?
Yeah.
Vengeful Fighter is her base B skill, yes.
So all you
so
do
I
is
like the special that you have there.
So all you do is okay. All right, I get it.
Hey man, those aren't very cheap skills.
I get it. Yeah. I don't know, man. I was plus one. I was just expecting something crazy.
I mean, the Joint Hone Attack is one method of making Zephyr Breath consistent.
Oh yeah,
Armor March is more
and the Bond skill.
And the Bond, of course. DC is always the go-to.
Not to mention combining with her duo skill makes her really tough to take down.
That's on Idunn.
Okay, true. Joint Hone Attack, as long as you're next to someone, you get that buff. But the problem is she's armored and she moves like molasses, which is really hard to deal with in general. So, I get the point, and as somebody who's fought Idunn with 3 Altinas, I understand what happens when she has a shit ton of attack. I get it. But at the same time,
that's the one thing.
Yeah, usually I would head towards Armor March in these cases just to make sure they can get into position. Like, all the stats in the world doesn't mean a thing if you can't get in position. So.
Is the camp gone?
Oh. What?
Is the camp
Huh?
No, you still have a can.
You how's this even possible? He sounds even further away. At least
What are you talking on?
Dude, at least
Like, are you
before I
talking
can
to your
understand
phone?
him, I couldn't even. It was just like something in the breeze whispering to me. I didn't even know it was a real person. I had to look over to see his bubble pop green to know he was talking.
It's like we can still hear Semi somewhere away from us.
I just don't get how he's making this worse. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, in terms of the build, yeah, I get it. Legion and I talked about this, especially with her release. DC was a really good option, just because it's just like base Idunn, but we weren't completely for it, just from the reason of she's like super solid up close. Like, she's probably like impenetrable, like taking her down. But as soon as you put DC on, yes, she can counterattack, but she loses all those extra stats, which opens up her weaknesses a lot more. In particular, it was Sturdy Stance 3, attack defense +6, and special cooldown charge -1. Her lower of stats was defense, and now you open up the way for them to get specials to kill you. So we weren't completely for DC, but we could understand it. DC Vengeful with Zephyr Breath makes a lot of sense. But yeah, like I get it. It's just I'm surprised. I'm surprised. And attack defense bond makes a lot of sense because you need that defense back. So yeah. I don't know. Am I missing anything?
Not really. It's kind of a hard hero to mess up.
Special
Overall,
Fighter is
very solid build.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't really think you can mess up Idunn unless you just intentionally try to mess her up.
Unless you get like
you have to
minus
try
defense.
to actually mess up something like this.
Yeah.
If you get minus defense plus speed, you might have messed up.
With either version of Idunn, it takes some effort to make her actually bad.
Mm-hmm. You probably have to switch off Zephyr Breath before you even can begin the try.
Alright, anyways, congrats on the dude. I couldn't go for this, but I don't regret it at all. Because Young Marth came out and I needed every orb, so not committing to anything else.
Now my turn.
Basically.
Ocean Man! 40 plus 7 plus 9. Oh, wow. 49 HP, 60 attack, 48 speed, 25 defense, 20 res. Basiliscos, reposition Gale Force, or the Basilisk is what it really should be. 30 impacts, lull speed defense, rouse attack defense 3, and flashing blade 3. Oh, it's a shame we don't have Semi in this call right now.
He mysteriously vanished when this
Yeah.
build came up.
Maybe that's why it's been he's been getting further and further away as we've been getting closer and closer to
He's
Ocean
been
Man.
getting killed by Ocean Man's
All right, so Raven, he is heavily underrated because he was like the
Nowadays.
original offensive axe
He
hero.
was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing faster than Raven for quite a while.
Which
Axe-wise.
makes him still a very viable target for close call or repel, but nobody does it. Almost nobody
Yeah.
does it.
I mean,
Probably
he doesn't
does it
stand
probably
to
because of the
hide
art.
anything.
Wait, you think this art is bad?
His art's not that bad.
art's not bad.
Yes, but it's like
Some
the
people
same
just don't
guy
like
who
the
drew
harsh style.
Olivia,
I
like early.
No.
Olivia original didn't look good.
No,
because of the style not fitting her.
the original Olivia looks really bad, but this Raven I was all down for. Like,
It's because the style fits him better.
come on, man, look at this face, the scowl. It captures him perfectly.
There was also people probably salty he wasn't a sword unit.
Oh yeah, he. this always drove me nuts. It's like, look at him crossing his arms with his big ass sword. But then, where did the axe come from?
Pulls out an axe from his pocket.
Yeah,
still
like it
does
never
not
made
last.
sense. It's just like, I can see the sword, I can see his hands. Where does the axe come from? Never made sense.
It's like having a pocket main in Smash.
I guess so.
Anyways, I'm really excited to see whoever does close call Raven, but honestly, because
His defense and res are a bit low, where he might still just die.
yeah, I
Definitely
get
looking
that.
forward to that.
I
To
get
be
that.
fair, it has to do with life and death, though. His defense here is 30, 25? 30,
Yeah,
30?
you can make it work if you don't run life and death, but if you're not running life and death, you're not really running Raven, are you?
No, I agree with that.
True.
All right. Anyways, I really like this build. 3 impact, lull speed defense, rouse attack defense 3, and flashing blade. Of course, keep Gale Force. Wait, no, he doesn't come Gale Force. Of
He
course,
doesn't come with Soul.
use Gale Force. I almost never see anyone use Ether on him. It's just all Gale Force.
Mm-hmm.
30,
Pretty much.
yeah. 30 impact gets his 66, 35. That's why I was saying like close call or something. Because if you have 35 defense and you have 48 speed, oh, you're fine, man. You're fine. But yeah.
I mean, at 48 speed, you might not be doubling as consistently.
Yeah, that's also true, but he has 3 more merges and 1 more flower. He probably gets 1 more.
No, he gets res
No,
off that flower.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. No more speed? He actually just caps out at
One.
48? Yeah, it should be
No,
1
he
more.
gets 49.
Alright. Anyways. Flashing Blade for the fast Gale Forces. It's already fast because Basilisk drops it to 4 cooldown, so you attack. It could be you attack to trigger it as well. Oh, but I'm surprised. You actually intend to fight them through it. Ooh. Ooh, what do you guys think about that? Usually in the case like this, I'd be all for desperation.
It's a solid alternative, honestly.
It's fine because of the sturdy impact. So
And, yeah, you'll probably be able to live one shot, and then you're making a little more of a dent by not having any defense buffs to worry about.
I'm more worried about like
Yeah.
the falling shots. Wow, you already have green dual infantry on him, and you're not plus 10. Well, that's a big commitment before plus 10.
I
Just
played
be
it on
waiting
my
on
Robin
Blessing
once.
that's on him again.
Light.
Okay, so for a light blessing, that patches him up to 25 for defense and res.
Yeah, you could, and not to mention gets the extra speed off peony, so that's 53 base speed when he has max merge. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you guys are right, when the rouse triggers, it gets him even higher. That takes him to 41 defense. So yeah, maybe not that big of a deal to carry desperation or something. You can take a hit.
I'm a little more worried about his res, if anything, but given that Ether Raids isn't exactly a dragon training ground, I wouldn't expect to see that res used much.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, honestly. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Her art upon
oh
release.
yeah. Oh, here we go.
This still is soul draining. Just what is
Ah.
this stare? That's this is like a cartoon face. It's okay, it's a drawn character. But you know what I mean. It literally doesn't feel like a real, like remotely real. I'm sorry.
Tailtiu is always kind of soul draining. But yeah.
I'll
Maybe
say
at some
Smiles to
point.
hide the pain.
I'll say this, guys. I need a good blue mage. I refuse to use Reinhardt, and Tailtiu creeps me the hell out. So I've always been in this really weird predicament, and I've been tempted by Tailtiu so many times. Thank goodness I got a proper attack, plus attack Ishtar that's merged up now, so I'm not hurting badly for just have a blue mage. But at one point, it was just like I was so concerned Tailtiu, but this face literally gives me the creeps. So
I think May's better as a blue mage, personally.
That was subjective. But then
yeah.
again, the speed meta isn't exactly as big with mages these days.
Anyways, Tailtiu super good.
May also has 1 point. Oh, sorry, but May has 1 point less of attack than Lilina does, and they have basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, May is Lilina blue.
Yeah.
Tailtiu like
That-
Ishtar with Wrath.
That's close enough. Anyways, 44 HP, 61 attack, 47 speed, 17 defense, 25 res, +5. This is maxed out. Tome of Thoron, drawback, glimmer, life and death 4,
Okay.
desperation 3,
Missing
joint
5
attack,
dragon
and
flowers.
death blow. What?
You're missing 5 dragon flowers.
Oh, you're. I don't want to do this anymore, man. How do you go this far and you don't do the rest of the plot? Oh, come on. Who does that? Why do you stop at +5? What's the point? Just keep going. Plus it out.
The point is to trick you into thinking that it's fully maxed out.
You know, that always got to me. Like, why did they do that for infantry? Well, I get it. I kind of get it. But at the same time, I kind of
the
don't.
infantry need it most, realistically.
Ugh. All right. You know what? I do think in one day in the future they'll bump into +10 for the rest of them as well.
Maybe.
At which point,
Maybe.
at which point it wouldn't even matter anymore for a lot of these heroes. But whatever.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Life and Death 4, Desperation, Joint Hone Attack, and Death Blow 3. I get it. She's supposed to be a striker. Tome of Thoron has always been Darting Blow built in. And of course, it is also Wrath. It's so weird. Why is it Wrath? But Tome of Thoron for the extra speed, extra attack, and Life and Death just to jack it up as much as you can. In other words, you can reach 67 attack and 53 speed with a Life and Death, Desperation, and Joint Hone Attack. 44 HP, 17 defense is high enough to take one hit in a lot of cases. So you can safely put yourself into desperation and just start killing everybody with your soulless face. Good job.
61 attack's not that hard to reach these days. On a DC unit, it's kind of my main quirk here. Is like getting into desperation range is going to be your hardest part. So you might want to think about the support you're giving for that, because that bulk's a little low.
For me, I think it's.
Yeah, you did.
I was just gonna say, for me, I think it's 60 attack. That's why I'm okay with it. But I understand.
No,
your
we're
concern. It's
getting
just 1
higher and
point.
higher up.
I know it's getting
Initiating
higher
on
and higher. Yeah.
But I think it's really good. Desperation range aside, I really like this build.
Yeah.
That's a heavy glimmer.
Especially once you're in Wrath range.
Well, yeah.
Oh god.
Anyways, I don't really think there's much to talk about. It's just a fast glimmers once you're into desperation percent, which is really good synergy, by the way.
Yeah, desperation, wrath. I meant wrath, desperation. Yeah, that's pretty much the go-to when you have one of those two unrefined, and it works so nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And you're at the threshold where you probably won't need Moonbow. I mean, come on, 67, 72 attack with Joint Hone. You're probably fine.
Yeah, she's not quite putting out Lysithia levels of damage
Well,
in one
nobody
shot,
will.
but
Nobody can.
But there's the fact that, okay, with desperation, and she's also quite fast, she's going to be doubling much more often than not.
Yeah, she's really, really good, guys. I would suggest her if you can get over her soulless face. So, I couldn't.
I could probably work around it.
I couldn't. By the way, her voice lines are pretty good too. Like everything about her is right. It's just she looks so bad. Yeah. Anyways, good job, Shao Knight. Great Tailtiu. This is exactly what I had imagined. Personally, well, I was stuck between Fury and Life and Death, but basically, exactly what I was imagining.
All right.
All right, the hero prophecy. 40 plus 10, 9 bruh. 54 HP, 58 attack, 36 speed, 34 defense, 27 res. Falchion, the Falchion reposition, Gale Force, Heavy Blade 4, Mystic Boost 3, Times Pulse 3, and Death Blow 3. It is perfect because this is how you're supposed to build him.
Nothing to change here at all.
This is literally the ideal build. Why is it ideal build, guys? Falchion Refine. If HP 100% at start combat and unit initiates combat, unit attacks twice but deals 5 damage to unit afterwards. Mystic Boost covers you for that because it heals you 6 HP afterwards. So if you just smash their face in with the first 2 attacks, this gets to 64. This gets it to another 5, but it's true damage 5. So 69, 69, and a Gale Force. Well, you won't get Gale Force immediately, but...
You will because of Times Pulse.
Times
Oh,
Pulse.
shit.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, well, you'll get Gale Force immediately. And
So
you'll keep
there's-
yourself at full HP. This just kills everything.
Literally nothing I can change here.
This is literally how you build Alm to his maximum. This is basically it. There's nothing else to do.
Perfect bomb. I like it.
Except I can't
About
feature you because
the-
you're missing a flower. Haha.
Ah.
Oh man, if that's how things work.
Big ass.
I mean, that last flower is for res.
About the
no.
only thing that potentially could be changed is using the Swift Sparrow Seal to have a little bit less damage mitigation against close call users, but even then, the best
Close
users
call
of that are
ether
going to be
rate's not
over
very
50
common.
speed anyway.
Close call isn't that common in ether raids.
Not for defense, yeah.
Not for defense teams, and he's an offense unit, so I can't change anything.
Guys, you know how much it drives me nuts that people are say like, but what if you fight a close call? Dude, I haven't even bumped into. I bumped into 2 heroes with close call. I like almost don't even bump into them on a weekly basis.
You just avoid them anyways. There are other units on your team you can use to do that instead.
I know.
And
So I'm
besides, that 4 damage matters more.
right. So I'm just gonna say, don't worry about close call. Like it's not a big deal yet. It eventually will be. I definitely believe it. But it's not easy to get close call. Why do you have close call?
By the way, there's a raid going on.
Yeah, raid by Eric Cosby.
Eric Cosby.
Pog.
Oh, thank you so much again. What? Erico SSP, thank you so much for the raid with Party of 7. I
Let's
will
drop our
definitely
poggers, guy.
I will definitely raid you if I stream early enough to raid you. I owe you that much
Ow.
at least. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. I have Marita's base kit on him.
Oh.
You know, normally I'm like, why would you do that?
What?
But this,
Why not?
At this point, why not do that?
Yeah.
You already have the perfect build, and you seem to like Alm a lot.
This
There's
is-
no point not to.
okay, I'll
Ulm
explain.
is really good.
I'll explain why this build is the best build, guys. Because a lot of people just would be like, they don't understand it completely. But here's the thing: when people imagine of like using their heroes in many scenarios, it's just like one-on-one. That's not the reality. Like most times, you're like charging into the enemies, so you can't just like throw your hero in and be like, well, I'm just gonna kill him, and then everything attacking me, I'm gonna kill too. Like that doesn't really happen, unless you're marbles and you believe it. Anyways, in general, that doesn't happen. So if you have something like Times Pulse Gale Force, huge. You can go in, hit something, then just run away. They can't chase you, or if they can chase you, another hero just repositions you out. Definitely out of the way at that point. That's why I like this build so much. It's also why I don't think special for damage is necessary. Falchion's already effective against dragon foes, so you're fine.
Yeah, you're probably fine. Not to mention, if you really wanted to, you could just do a Gale Force composition, and yeah, he'll probably kill 2 of the 6 units. 2 more, boom, the team's dead.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, this is perfect. If it's a Gale Force composition, even better. You can just keep going. Use that second turn for more killing.
Yeah, pretty much. You would be, because you have peony, especially double peony, not only is that 8 speeds, you're doing better against close call, but you would also be able to refresh and kill 4 units just off Alm, which is kind of stupid.
We want to know what triggers me the most? You're looking at it.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet.
It's a
You
basic
didn't
build.
Is
learn
it
his
that he
base
didn't
skill.
get wind sweep?
Of like this is what he has at base, and you're not gonna
Didn't
learn
even
it.
learn it.
You're gonna learn all this other junk, and you're not gonna learn the thing he had at base. Okay.
You have the SP for it, you just didn't learn it.
Oh, is this making a statement? This is so dumb. Alright. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, well, anyways, great job on second place is good.
I will finish you!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. I want to go back 3 years, guys, to our first summoning in Hero Fest summoning when I pulled Ike and I went for plus speed Ike and everyone was like, no, you're so dumb. Go for plus defense or plus attack. Why are you going for plus speed? Now who's laughing?
Now it's his best justification for being used, even with Resplendent.
Yeah, literally his best possible thing he could do is go plus speed now. Now who's laughing? Those people,
Wow.
they probably all quit, but I'm laughing at them. I hope they feel it in their soul someday when they're like walking across the street. Just hear some laughter in the distance and turn around and see there's nobody. That should be me. Anyways.
To be like, man, I shouldn't have put down Speed Ike.
Yeah, you should have put down Speed Ike. Look, he won. He's number 1. All right. Young Mercenary Ike with the Resplendent, of course. 40 plus 10 plus 10 maxed out. 50 HP, 59 attack, 42 speed, 40 defense, and 26 rest. Wow, he looks so solid at plus 10, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, for all that investment. And hey, that's probably why he's in first, because he got that last Dragon Flower.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing what a +2 to everything with Resplendent can.
It's amazing what now? +8 to all, no, plus 12 to all stats can do.
All right. Real quick, this is really good because steady posture, an extra 6 defense, 6 speed, 48, 46. Swift stance takes it to 30 res and 52, and then a repel on top of that. You're like taking no damage, while you can still use your
Physically.
ether. Yeah, physically taking no damage while you still have your ether available. Charging up your
It'd take
ether.
a while.
It'll take a while, yeah. That's an unfortunate part. I kind of feel like if they really want to update Ike, they got to give him Radiant Ether just for the 1 cooldown.
Yeah, at this point, you probably wouldn't
Yeah.
want Brave Lucina support. It probably it wouldn't change much of the situation because on your double you'll still, yeah, but you'll need some form of breath support.
Mm-hmm. Also, really like the update on him. Like, this is like one of the first Resplendent heroes, and I have like very little issue with it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like the armor, his demeanor, everything just looks so right. I thought they were gonna screw this up, to be honest.
Oh, they really cleaned up Ike.
They really cleaned up Ike. By the way, I thus far with the Resplendent art, I don't think anyone's made any mistakes thus far. I haven't seen anything. Like a lot of them were
I'm
big.
sure his face will off-put me a bit, but that's it.
What? Who?
Azura.
Her face.
Guys, please. She's just happy. Okay, that's
She
all.
has the Reinhardt face.
She's just.
She also has tiny hands.
She's not used to smiling. She had a hard childhood. She's fine. She's just a bit awkward about it. Okay, everyone's fine. All Resplendent art is fine. It's good.
Yeah. I'll agree with
Resplendent
you, though.
Azura still has the Reinhardt tiny.
Well, at least for Azura.
Well,
makes sense.
if it's a girl, it's
Reinhardt's supposed to
fine.
be a man.
Yeah, if you have small hands as a man, you'll have a small PP. For a girl, there's no such thing. Okay, glad everyone
Yeah.
agrees. Anyways, in terms of this
Mhm.
Ike, yeah, honestly, making him enemy phase is very understandable. Though, to be honest, he could still be used offensively. 42 speed, you just have to pick your targets out. But generally speaking, defensively is really good. Well, you also have Fury 4. Did you kill his father?
Did you
Wouldn't
really
that
kill
be
That
this
would be
guy?
perfect.
Poetry. Do you have Ruptured Sky? That'd be the only other option.
Yeah.
Unless you took Est, in which case you'd have Chill Attack, Res 2,
Let's
which
see.
would make no sense.
Does he have Ruptured Sky? No, I think he killed his dad. I think he killed his
Wow,
dad.
you're cruel. You're so cruel.
That is exceptionally cruel.
He pulled the Allen die out of his gut and stuck Ragnar in there.
He killed his dad. That's messed up. I don't think you understood. I don't think you understood the like Ike's struggles. He was so haunted by the fact he watched his father die in front of himself.
You know what? I respect
Friendship ended with Grail. Now BK's my new dad.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah, I love this build. It's a really good balance. That attack by himself. I mean, Ike always had really high attack. I mean, it's not that high anymore, but at that point, we were freaking out. I remember his launch still. We were freaking out about his attack. But 42 speed is really respectable. 40 defense, 26 res. It's still solid. And of course, Ragnar is still DC. We hope he one day gets a refined. But yeah, as a whole, very, very good.
If he gets a refined, that means BK will get it too.
That's right, Sister Sword.
If anybody gets a DC refine, then everybody will get a DC refine. It's basically how it is. But
Yeah.
you obviously have your build set out here. Got a lot of good fodder in there for just about any speed build.
I love Longhorn's comment. This is the timeline where Ike took Ragnar and finished his dad. What the fuck?
Wow. Wow.
No, this is the timeline where Ike was the Black Knight all along.
You guys do know, like, Grail dies in his arms. The Black Knight doesn't, like, go and, like, kills the man and just leaves. Like, he's like, I'm done with the battle, I'm leaving. That's all. He leaves Ragnar and just goes.
This is when he just finishes the job.
Yeah, so you're telling me this is a timeline where, like, Ike picks up the sword and it's like fighting the Black Knight, kills his dad. What the fuck?
Night.
All right.
I'd buy that. I'd buy that timeline.
Then he runs off to, what is this? Emblian?
Yeah, Moose Bell.
Muspel, sorry. He runs off to Muspel. New dad
That
Surtur.
seems right.
Alright, sure.
Nah, he kills Surtur and steals his armor.
Even better.
Alright, no, I respect this. It's nice to see the Resplendent Hero make #1, and of course, this build doesn't quite work. I'm gonna say if you just barely reach 40 speed base, naturally, and then you go Repel, I would be really against it. And now, two speed might seem like a lot, guys, but you gotta remember, all this wants you to do is outspeed your opponent by, what is it, 10? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 is actually 20% of that.
8. Nope, 10. Yeah. So that's huge. 48, 52 speed. 42 speed's not that bad to start with, especially if you summon a support.
Mm-hmm.
And Astra has attack, defense, so you don't get speed yet, but I'm assuming you probably just blessed for season.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Magic Ike, definitely. I don't know. This is not that magical, but it's definitely good. Why'd you call yourself Magic Ike and IKEA's Ike? Like that's all weird, man.
Maybe Magic Ike is a stripper name.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. How do you know that? That is definitely a stripper.
Haven't you heard of that movie Magic Mike?
Yo,
Yeah.
everyone-
I heard of that. That is definitely a male stripper name. Yeah. I watched a Conan bit where Conan goes to his female staff to watch Magic Mike, and he didn't get it, but they were all freaking out. I think he was really disturbed by the end of it. Don't watch male stripper movies if you're a guy. They won't make sense to you.
I wouldn't expect it to come out of that understanding.
Yeah, me neither.
Not my persuasion.
Anyways, that is another Nimdom top 10. We have another great set of heroes. If you are interested, of course, drop by to our Discord, discord.gg Nimdom. Somebody should put it up. Drop by our Nimdom top 10, which, by the way, people join our Discord. They're like, Nibs, where's Nimdom top 10? You have to scroll past video games into Nimdom and then Fire Emblem category, where we have mainline FE, Nimdom top 10, Hall Forms, Rate My Keep, Build, Rate My Keep. You have to scroll down quite a bit. I know, guys, our Discord has too many channels, but yeah,